We don't have time to worry about such things. We're so stinking late. That's okay. Oops. Let me switch this around so you guys aren't getting. Let me switch that. So you aren't getting the picture of the living room and not my face. Hey, how about that for a live stream image? All right, we got the keyboard here. I almost had a catastrophe. We got the keyboard here. We got a box here randomly sitting there. Yeah, it's a mess. It's also getting really dark outside, so I've got the ring light on because I got hubby I had to put something on my hands. They're really dry. I got hubby a gift certificate for Kohl's in his stocking for Christmas. And so after church, he said, "Is there Kohl's nearby church?" And there wasn't, but there was another one. So he wanted to go to a different one. And they had a Sephora. So I kind of meandered around. I didn't buy anything because we book. Okay, we're not actually, but relatively speaking. Black FX65 is with us. Welcome to our party. We're going to see how many of my regulars come in and how many of my newbies come in and see. Hopefully, we don't fall over. Stay. Hubby's around talking on the phone, so you're going to hear him in the background. And Kitty's around here harassing Puppy. They're almost friends. They did a little nose bump today, and then Kitty went because she's a cat. That's just what they do. Makeup Diaries 14 is here, and now the party can get started. I am so happy to see you guys pop in. I'm really sorry this is uber late, but I wanted to make sure I got a video in anyhow, or I should say a live. It's not. It's a video. It'll be a video later. I had to put something on my lips, honey. I looked at the temperature this morning when I got up to let the pup out, and it was 15 below zero, and I went, ugh. So I just opened the door and let her go. We're in an apartment complex, but we have kind of a field area with a fence in the back, so she knows where to go, and it's 15 below zero. She's not going to go very far. She doesn't have much for an undercoat. Josiane Siegel, welcome, Josie Ann Siegel. I think that's what it is. I'm trying to split it up, but there we go. Welcome to our party. It's Sunday with Priscilla. Yes. Hi, my name is Priscilla, and I like to talk about things. So today we're going to talk about stuff I'm putting in my monthly basket for the month of January. It's January. Can you believe it? Whee. Anyway. And I may actually add to this. I kind of pulled this together this morning while I was going through stuff and whatnot, but I actually was looking at in our last live, Eagles Lover 3. I think that's how it is. Welcome to our party. We're going to talk about stuff because that's what we do here. We talk about stuff. I'm going to drink some tea too. This is actually tea from yesterday. Don't judge me. Or do judge me. I don't care. You can judge me or not. But I'm thinking I'm going to actually bring this to, okay, I think I'm having a little bit of connection issues on IG. So hopefully that does not continue. But I think I'm going to bring this to Dominican Republic with me. Does that seem like a good tropical-y sort of vibe? I feel it is. I feel it's also a little bit springy, but I'm like, it's got kind of the golden hue here in the highlighter. And then it doesn't, there's not a bronzer, but maybe I won't need a bronzer. Well, I'm going to look really pasty. Let's just put it on, let's just be honest. Like, I'm not going to a touristy area. So there's no other pasty white people out there. I will be the pasty white person. And all my friends are going to be like, wow, you look like a ghost. And then I'll hang out at the beach for a couple of days and not look quite as much like a ghost. But I'm not actually going to spend probably a ton of time at the beach. Hopefully a little bit. I should actually check my swimsuits and see if I can get into them. Just in case. I mean, I'll put shorts and whatnot over anyhow. But yeah, I think that's cute. So this is a little Ofra palette that I got from Probably boxy. I don't know. I'm too funny. Well, hopefully I'm not too funny. Hopefully I'm just funny enough to be adorable and make you want to come hang out with me more. I'm a goof. I know. Yeah, actually, that was one of the things I got to think, because when you go, for those of you that don't know, if you are from the outside of the United States, the majority, there's so many different ways to call, and none of it is correct. Call me, or is it call me? Jace. So I assume your name is Jace. Call me Jace. Is that what it is? Hi, Jace. I'm going to call you Jace because that's what I think. That's what I think your name says. Welcome to our party. Anyway, so yeah, when you are not from the United States, particularly from what they would call the majority world, I prefer that term. There's not another term to use that categorizes everything other than Western society, which is not, you know. And you can say like Western European derived society. You could call it that. What are we going to call it, people? What are we going to call it? What is the accurate description of everybody who is not us? This is such a stupid thing that we haven't even talked about that. But I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking more about the cultures and the world and the countries. So when you're from another place that's not, and I would probably be the same in many places in Europe too. Hi, Fluffy Smiles. How are you? And hi, Miss Charlie. You snuck in here too. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All my buddies are trickling in here. So hey, better late than never. If this time works for you guys, we can talk about doing this later too. You didn't miss a whole lot. I'm just talking smack. Only that. You know how I do. Talking about how I'm going to be a glow in the dark, glow in the sunlight ghost on the beach in the Dominican Republic in a couple of weeks. It's just a freaking location other than the U.S. Yeah, and it does drive you nuts, but you have to categorize. You do. We need categories because categories help us to explain things. And there are things that are different. Yeah, I'm running very late today. I can blame that on hubby because he wanted to go shopping. He's a shopper. He loves to go shopping. So definitely running super late today, but better late than never. Makeup by Imani is here. Hi, welcome to our party. We're going to talk about makeup. So you can come and you can tell us what you think about makeup and what your favorite makeups are. You have not missed a whole lot other than me just being me. Because that's what we do. All right, so yeah, a couple weeks we will be going to the Dominican Republic, and I was talking about how all my friends I don't have any. There's no white people in this community. Well, I don't think there are any white. I think there's maybe two, maybe, possibly. Mint. Okay, hold on. Mintea makeup. Mintea makeup. Is that it? Mintea. I can't figure out another way to split up that first part. Makeup, I got the makeup part, but welcome. Yeah, anyway, so I'm going to be pasty white. I think I'm going to go to European wax and get myself just defuzzed. Because, who needs to shave? Whatever. Shaving is for losers, unless you're going to the beach in the Caribbean, and then you might want to shave. Or you might not. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Actually, in Haiti, women don't shave. But also women have a lot less hair, generally. Mint tea. Oh, mint tea. But there's only one tea, and that's what messed me up. Could be mint tea. Mint tea makeup. Mint tea makeup. What would that even look like or feel like or apply like? Mint tea merged together. Maybe. I don't know. Hi, mint tea makeup or Mintea makeup. I don't know. Whatever it is, let me know how to say your name so I can greet you correctly and all that good stuff. So yeah, I got some boots. You want to see the boots I got? Not for Dominican Republic. Mint colored makeup. Yeah, well, okay. Mint colored makeup. That I can work with. So yeah, Kitty is being a little snot. She hid behind this little thing over here. Color is Life is with us. Hi, welcome, Color is Life. But yeah, Kitty hid behind the table and waited and then jumped out or slapped Pup on the leg and then went... Like you are totally, that's totally a punk move, dude. She's a punk. She's a punk. All right, I should make sure I've got both the right boots. Aren't these cute? These are Sonomas, right? No, what? Yeah, Sonomas. They're cute. They got the little plaid thing up here. They're supposed to be like water repellent. They've got Scotch Guard, so that's cool. Even though they're like a suede sort of thing. I like them. I like them. How are you doing, Color is Life? What's your favorite color? If you say purple, then you're extra awesome. I was realizing how purple I am these days. Like, a few years ago, like, okay, quite a while ago, I was dating a dude. That was before I met my husband, of course. Oh, the shoes are from Kohl's. We went to Kohl's. They were like $30. Aren't they cute? They have some other ones that I kind of was interested in too. But yeah, with all the snow around here, I need something that's really comfortable, but also that's gonna yellow. Okay, yellow is her favorite color. Yellow is not my favorite color, but I have found myself more and more pulled to things like yellow and orange, strangely. But yeah, these are cute. These are not yellow, but they're cute. Gotta go take my brother dinner. I will say, okay, excellent. Yes, tell your brother that we're bringing the party to him, and he's an honorary part of the group. All right, I just set those on the floor so that they're out of the way and I don't dump them. All right, guys. So yeah, Puppy and Kitty are starting to get along. And they're touching nose, and then Kitty goes, shh, and Dog's like, okay, cat, what's your problem? But, she's really chill. Rainbow's super chill with her, and so she can handle it. Hubby is trying to ignore the fact that we have a cat. So last night, because he's still kind of angry about it, but you know what? That's what happens when you tell your wife that she can get anything she wants for Christmas, and then you will pay her back for it. I'm not even asking him to pay me the $75 I paid for her rehoming fee. I will have to get her like spayed and whatnot too, because none of that stuff was done when I got, but that's okay. He was over earlier and he should have stayed for dinner. And he should. Oh, so you're bringing him dinner even though he was over earlier and he left and you're bringing him. What? You should make him get an Uber and get his butt over there and get his own dinner. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Love your family. Love your family. My nails. You want to see my nails? I redid them, but I kept the sparkly ones on because they were still on. Well, this one from before, you see that's kind of grown out a little bit, but you'll forgive me, right? And then these ones are newish. Those are the ones I showed you last time, but I used the plain ones that are just kind of like that ombre French tip. So it's just white at the end and pink here. You can't see it super well, but it's there. And then I got the sparkly ones here. Oh, the thing is over there. So, but they're kind of like, they're this brand, only that, not that color. So Impress Couture. So there's regular Impress that are like $5 at Walmart, and these are the Couture, which are like $8 or $9. Pendix 93 is with us. Hi, welcome. Anyway, so I was realizing how much purple I have. Back in the day, I dated this dude, and he's like, "What's your favorite color?" And I said, "Purple." He ended up being like a real not the kind. We went on a couple dates, and then I was like, "Nah, we're done. We're done." And yeah, he was like, "It's not purple," and I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "You never wear purple." And I looked through my wardrobe and realized I didn't actually have any purple. So then I started to be conscious of it, and that was like years ago. That was probably like 15 years ago or something like that. And so I started to be conscious of it and actually get purple. So now I actually have a whole bunch of purple stuff. So I'm very purple today. My hair, my shirt, my glasses, my makeup, everything. Okay, so let's see. This shirt is from a thrift store. Ain't it cute? I like it. Well, okay, you don't have to like it. I like it. It's cute. The earrings are Walmart because I'm cheap. And these glasses are Pain, I think. Pain glasses. Yes, these are Pain glasses. Now, don't notice how dirty they are, but look how they match my hair. It's almost like it was meant to be. There's the teal, there's the purple. Look how cute they are. There's the brown. Anyway, I think they're cute because they match my hair. I've had these for a while, but I got my new glasses out for winter. I was going to show you guys my glasses today or next live, which will be on Wednesday. But then I thought to myself, why do you want to show everybody your glasses when you could wait until your new Zenni order comes in Shh, it's a secret. And then show them all at the same time. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to just do like a Zenny haul and whatnot. For some reason, my glasses videos get a lot of hits. I noticed that I think I mentioned that last time. But yeah, glasses videos are really popular. I haven't done any glasses for videos for a while, but I have one that has like 4,000 views on it, which is enormous for me. Oh, by the way, I have over 100 subs on YouTube, so that makes me happy. I have like 102. Woo, you guys are awesome. Anyway, the tea, by the way, is my weird mix that I make. So it's like green tea with a whole bunch of stuff in it. Cinnamon. I have cloves in here too. This is something that I'm discovering. So if you have PCOS or if you have other like pain, especially like gut pain or ovarian or fallopian tube pain or whatever it is, it's that whole region that just kind of hurts. And I know a lot of people have this sort of thing. A lot of women have different kinds of problems with this. Because I have PCOS, I always have really debilitating periods, but I have been more and more recently hearing of people that are getting cancer from ibuprofen. So I'm trying to avoid ibuprofen. And what I am finding that making clove tea, and this sounds kind of gross and it is kind of gross, but it's what works. So I made hot clove tea. I mean, I was in pain. Like I was just, I think I posted something where it was like my glitter was all over my face because I had just cried it all off or cried it all from the top down. I don't know how that works, but somehow the lashes transferred the tears up and down. And yeah, it all came down my face. But if I make hot tea and I put cloves, like actually put whole cloves, and I'm sure that you could use powder too, but I have whole cloves, so that's what I was using. And then I drink the tea, but I actually chew the softened clove, and all of that. It's like a natural anesthetic. Anesthetic, yes, that's the word. Juicy Sugar Plum. Ooh, Juicy Sugar Plum has joined us. Wow, what a great name. I like that. Juicy Sugar Plums. I feel like sugar plums dancing in my head, right? Only juicy ones. But yeah, so this has cloves in it. But I'm finding that that's actually for my migraines and also for my excruciating gut problems. I am a coffee girl too, but coffee actually will make your cramps worse. Fun fact. And I don't think it's as much of a problem with, because when I use green tea, that doesn't seem to be a problem. But coffee, ooh, that will mess you up. In fact, I've been drinking coffee like consistently and then wondering why I have such bad cramps. And I think that might be part of it. But yeah, coffee does actually exacerbate that problem. So if you have bad cramps, try cloves. Make a tea, herbal tea, whatever. Put a bunch, not a bunch of cloves. I put like a pinch of actual cloves, of the dried cloves, not the powder. But you can use powder too, I'm sure. And then just put that in there. I have cinnamon in here. I have turmeric. I have garlic. I have ginger. I have cayenne pepper. I have all sorts of stuff in here. Moringa powder. Yeah. So yeah, try that. If Miss Charlie, you don't have to make me feel any better about myself. I mean, any worse about myself by saying you don't get cramps. Show off. You're such a show off. No, cramps are no fun. Like, if you know, you know. That's what I said. If you know, you know. If you don't know, just shut up. My husband's so funny. He'll say that like when he's like being sassy. Shut up. But it's funny because he says it with his accent and it's just adorable and cute. And it's not mean at all. It's just funny. And then he goes around and he uses the F word about everything. And like when he's like, it's something that he was cussing himself out because he bought more shoes. And he's like, I effing bought more shoes. He's like, I have too many effing shoes. I can't effing buy anything effing else. And he's like, it's hilarious. You got to hear my husband talk because he's kind of quiet and stuff like that. But it's just funny when he gets in those. The cinnamon does help to make the flavor better. Also, cinnamon is very good for PCOS And also for anything that is like if you have problems with insulin, so if you're diabetic or anything, cinnamon, cinnamon helps to balance that. It gives you the idea of it being sweet without it being sweet. So, but I do put honey in here. I don't use sugar. I basically don't use sugar at all. But I've gone off my no sugar, no um, gluten because over the holidays you can't. Like you're going so many different places. I'm not going to ask everybody to do gluten free and sugar free and just so I can eat. So I just deal with it. I might go back on the sugar free and gluten free, but um, I feel like I'm balanced pretty well, and I have all of these supplements that I'm taking and stuff like that. So borderline diabetic, yeah, definitely. So stay off of the sugar and try to use cinnamon every day. It will help to balance your insulin. Very good. Hmm. And I actually put cinnamon in coffee. So it's I'll just brew it right in the coffee, or you can just sprinkle it in, and that can help too. But there's tons of ways to, cinnamon. You can have cinnamon and everything. Brother's basement is like a department store. He has so many clothes and shoes and such. He even has them on racks. Yeah, my husband, he loves to shop. He doesn't have a ton of clothes, and the thing is with him is he likes to give everything away. And once it starts to look used, he's like, nah, we gotta go. So he doesn't really keep stuff for a long time. So that's the good thing. With me, I don't get rid of anything. So I have clothes I've had for years. So I have more clothes, but I buy less than he does. It's just that it's accumulated. Yeah, cinnamon and coffee is really good, and it's really good for you. So, and also, if you are trying not to do sugar, that's a way of sweetening it. It gives you the illusion that it's sweet. It's not super sweet, but if you use cream with it, then that can help too. But some people don't like to use cream either. All right. Okay, so this is the palette that I've got on my eyes right now. I have been showing these lately, so I do my palettes for 3 days and then I do 3 looks. So what I just decided to do is, since these are convenient in threes, it can be divided by 3. Yay! I decided to go ahead and do it that way. So today I've got these 6 colors on my eyes, and these are really nice. So I've got a halo eye thing going on, and I just darkened it up. So this is a matte, a matte, a matte, and a matte. The shimmers are this one and this one, but this color here really is a beautiful. It's really, really pretty. It was interesting because I haven't. Okay, so this is from XX Revolution. I haven't loved a ton from Revolution. I haven't disliked it, but I think Revolution just hasn't really caught hold here. And I think the thing is, it's a preference of formula. And also color story. I think that Revolution really does an interesting job with their color stories. But their color stories tend to be muted and grungy, and they also tend to lean towards the Caucasian complexion. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't think I have seen him wear the same thing twice. Oh, your brother, yes. My husband does, but he wouldn't if he's bought all new stuff for Haiti. He's for Dominican Republic. Sorry, he's got a whole new wardrobe. Yeah, that purple is really a beautiful, deep, like eggplant purple. It's really gorgeous, and so I just deepened up the look. And then these two are really. I put this on first, and then I kind of just muted it and cooled it out with this one. And that worked really well. I'm curious how that compares to this one because I haven't used this one yet. Okay, so this one, the 6 in the middle, I'll use tomorrow, and that will be my last look from this. So the first look I did was pretty cool toned and mellow, and then the one tomorrow will probably be. It's definitely going to be purpley, but yeah, you can see they're just. This one's more bold. These 6 are more kind of just maybe wearable purple, mauve purple, and then this is more like almost neutral with the silver and berry. So that's like berry purple, I guess. I really like this palette. This is really nice. So I don't have a ton of Revolution. So Miss Charlie saying that she loves a good dark purple, has lots of Revolution palettes, mostly collab palettes with influencers. Completely off topic, but another purple palette what is it called? Nightshade palette from BH. Has anybody tried that one? Because I really kind of want to get that. And the Absinthe one as well. I saw that those are on sale right now for $6 a piece. And I was like, but I don't know. And then I also like some of the Say It collab. I was curious about those. But do I need more purple and green monochrome palettes? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Will I buy them? I don't know. So yeah, this is a really, really, really nice purple palette. In fact, this is maybe one of my favorite color stories. These shimmers are, they're not in your face. This is the one I'm wearing today. And that's probably the most bold. I said it's not on your face, and this is like all bling, right? And then this is the one I wore that I focused on yesterday. Let me swatch these out so you'll see. And then the silver. So the silver is definitely not as bold. So those are the two. Those have the most shine. But I mean, they're really nice. Now this one is the silver that I had yesterday, and it's more of a satin. But it's really just a really, really pretty lavender silver. So yeah, the answer is always yes. You're absolutely right. The answer is always yes. I need it. Miss Charlie, you have a crap ton of BH palettes. Okay, do you have that one? I don't care about the crap ton. I care about that one. Tester Tootsie Morse. Did I say that right? Is that how I say your name? Welcome to our party. I hope that's how I said it because that's a fantastic name. Tester Tootsie Morse. Is that right? Tester Tootsie Morse. Yeah, I think so. But it might be something else too. So tell me if I said that wrong. But I feel like there's hairs like going into my ears. Anyway, really cute so far. It's been sitting in my collection for a hot minute, and I just haven't really used it. I dipped into it and did some swatches, and I think I did like a half look or something like that, but only that. BH quality is like, wow. The shimmers and mattes are amazing. I haven't gotten anything from BH for a while. You see their Christmas palette, the Naughty palette from last year. That's sitting right there. I have really liked their stuff, but yeah, I haven't made an order for a while. And hasn't been any, though Say It was really interesting to me. And then again, the Absinthe and Nightshade, those were interesting because I love purple and I love green. But nothing has really screamed my name as far as color stories. So I haven't felt I needed to place another order, but I have really liked their quality. So anyway, this is nice. It's a beautiful velvety cover. I mean, this is just luxe. It's just, and the velvet, I like this velvet better than some others that are like, that get really dirty. This is easier to clean up. I feel like you can just kind of brush it clean. Nice big mirror. Really nice. Yeah. Decadent Luxe is the palette. Recommended so far. Oh, one thing about this, I will say when I first used these ones over here on this side, because this was my first look, I used these 6. This color right here and also this one right here seem to really kind of settle into texture. So a little chalky. In fact, which one did I put on first? I think I put this one on first, which is, okay, there you go. It looks like that. It's like a really, really super light lavender, like a pastel lavender. And I put that one on first and it's really separated. So I had to take it off, reapply my primer, and then set the primer and then use it. And then it was okay. So you might want to use like the neutrals in here to set your primer first before you start putting the other on. That was just with me. It might not work the same with you. Yeah. Nice palette there. Okay. Okay, so here's the next little thing. You guys saw the teeniest, tiniest little sample of Nars ever in your life. Hey, I'm happy to try it, though. This is the brand new light reflecting foundation from Nars. The color is, I hate when they do this. Okay, so this was from Buzz, I was wanting to say Buzz Lightyear. I think it's because it's light reflecting, and I had light, and then I had Buzz, and then I had Buzz Light, and then it was just Buzz Lightyear. I did not get this Buzz from Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond, but I did get this from Buzz Agent, which is Buzz Lightyear's like second cousin once removed or something like that. This is in the color. I will be nice. I'll be happy when I get those glasses. Oh, Fiji Light 5. When I get my new glasses where I can actually see this. This foundation, have you tried this foundation? Apparently Makeup Diary 14 has tried this. I have not tried it. I will be trying this for the first time, I believe, on Wednesday. But look at this teeny tiny little thumb size. Not even thumb size. My thumb is bigger than that. That's okay. You have the same color? The Fiji 5, whatever, Fiji Light 5. Let me just open it up. I'm cheating now. Oh, okay, there's a little applicator. I haven't even opened it up. So it has a little spatula applicator. That's cool. I feel like this will last me. I don't use a ton of base. And this is glass too. Okay, I'm not hating so much. I mean, of course, it's Nars. They cost $5 bajillion for this anyhow. It better be a nice packaging. Nice packaging. It better be nice packaging, but not for myself, but for clients. Okay. You wear a darker shade. I'm hoping that this one will work for me. I'm holding it as if the black is gonna blend. You think it's the right tone for me? I'm not drunk. I promise it's just tea. Just tea. Not Long Island tea. Just tea. Yeah, you're tanner than I am. But when I get back from Dominican Republic, then we have a contest. Then we can compare tan lines. Anyway, so yeah, we'll see how this is. I think it'll probably work for me. I actually I don't worry too much about tone because you can blend it out. People like make too much, in my opinion. Guys, I'm half blind and I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, so just take it with a grain of salt. But it doesn't matter. Like the foundations, it's funny because I'll see people like swatch out their foundation collection on their arm, and they're so vastly different by shade and by tone and everything else. You can correct it. Actually, you can correct shade much better than you can correct tone. So there's that. Speaking of foundations, okay, let's get into what I've got in my basket for the month. Now, I did switch these things out this morning as I was getting ready for church, and there may be some things that I add to here too. I don't think so, though. I think I'm pretty set. So we're going to start at the beginning of the routine. Oh, there is one thing I want to add. And I can find it in here in my drawer o goodies. My goodie o drawer. I know I have it. Where you is? If I don't see it here, I'll add it later and then hopefully let you guys know. But there is a Squalane. Why do I not have it here? Maybe it's the lower one. So I have a couple of drawers here that I put stuff in. Oh, here. One is stuff that I haven't really used before, and the other one is stuff that I have used before. So AOA Studio, I'm going to add this one in here too. Okay, so I'm taking this one out and adding this one in. Now, in my project pan, I have the Tula, which came from Boxy or something like that. Boxy or Ipsy. This is Tula. You can't really see it. It's the Tula Skincare Rose Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. I like to use this just under my eyes. I use a ton of moisture under my eyes just because I'm getting old. And I would like to not have crepiness and stuff like that showing up and things separating and whatnot. So I'll just put a little bit of this underneath before I put my makeup on after I've done all my skincare. And just let it soak in and do its thing and tap it in, whatever. So I've been using these as well. And stay there, stay. Okay, so the aloe is the one that I used this last month. And I do really like it. This is thicker and a little more on the dry side, which is not, it's maybe more waxy, I would say. That's probably the texture, but It does absorb nicely, and it doesn't leave it greasy at all. Like you don't really see any shine once I rub it in. It's just, okay, maybe there's the tiniest bit of shine, but doesn't feel like it's greasy at all. I am an oily chick, and so that's a nice thing for me. Yeah, so this will be retired, and the Squalane Balm, which is from that same line. So this is a face primer, but this is a balm. I don't know what the difference is. They also have another one that's like a makeup remover. I did not get that one because I just use oil. But this is a Squalane. So out of curiosity, that feels like it might be more oily than the aloe, which makes sense because squalane is an oil and aloe is water-based. So that feels like it's just maybe a little bit more emollient, which might be great for the wintertime. And did I mention that I woke up and it was 15 below zero? Now it's 5 above zero. We're like having a heat wave, guys. Ridiculous. Yeah, a balm is a moisturizer. Exactly. Yeah. And that's the whole point, is it just kind of, it gives a little bit more moisture under the eyes and more barrier between your skin and whatever else is there. Angela Pans is with us. Hi, Angela Pans. It's so funny because these names, like if people didn't know makeup, they'd be like, Angela Pans? Like, what is that? Do you like to bake cookies? Makeup people are weird. Okay. But that's okay. We love you, and we love each other. We are family. Yeah, so I do like this. If you want something that's a really simple, kind of carry it where you go. In fact, I would say either one of these would probably be really good to just kind of keep. If you tend to get dry spots or anything, just kind of dab this in. I bet this would even be like, put it on the finger and just apply if you get dry spots on your skin or wherever. I mean, these are $1. Put them, like, rub them on your elbows and things like that. They're handy dandy little $1 moisturizer thingamabobbers. This time of year, even the oily chicks like me, we can't get enough. Well, okay, that's not entirely true, but yeah. And I'll tell you about that in a second. The NYX Professional Makeup, bear with me, Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil. This is a primer that came in one of my Walmart beauty boxes. I'm still supposed to get a winter beauty box from them that I haven't gotten, but they billed me for it. And it still says processing. So hopefully I get that soon. I know it takes them, sometimes it takes them a little while. And they have like 3 months to send it out, so whatever. Yeah, this one is kind of that glowy sort of thing that has been so popular. Let me get a little bit of it out here. There we go. I'm just trying to use the tiniest bit because, you know. But it does have some reflective qualities in it. Can you see that? A little bit? No. Okay, there we go. There's the. So you see it gets some reflective qualities that a lot of face products are starting to get now. I've tried it a few different ways. I've tried mixing it in with other stuff. I think it works best just kind of as a primer. I know the other day a friend sent me a picture of her one eyeshadow palette from the dollar store, and I congratulated her on hitting pan on all the shades, and she was like, "What do you mean? What is a pan?" She was like, "What are you talking about? Like, this is just." Oh, that's funny. We're such nerds. I get that too when I talk about other stuff. I use the e.l.f. hydrating. I'm sorry, I totally cut myself off there because I got distracted by Miss Charlie's and I had to scroll down here. I use the e.l.f. hydrating stick. Okay, cool. I have had that one, and in fact, I had that one when I was in Haiti. R.D. Meaton is with us, and Makeup Sarah 46 is with us. Welcome to our party. We're talking about makeup. This is scented. It's not bad, but it does have, when you open it up, it has like a chemical smell. But then the scent of it is actually kind of pleasant. Florally and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's okay. And I do like to use it under stuff for like a little bit of luminescence, and it's okay. It's okay. Would I buy it again? No, probably not. But it's okay. Primers are not that big of a deal to me. So I'm replacing it with AOA Perfect Filter Face Primer. Look at this thing. You can see through it. I don't know if you can see that. They're like this whole middle part here is empty. AOA Studio, you robbed me. All right. I am assuming that it still has the 0.68 ounce in there, although that doesn't look like it would be 0.68 ounce, but that's okay. This is just a basic, this is actually a pretty oily sort of primer. I've got to find another place to put it. Let me put it here. Wait a minute. Is that feeling oily or not? I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the sheen. Yeah, whatever. It's actually, no, it's not oily. It's actually blending in kind of nicely. Now I can tell which one it is. I feel like this is also very lightly scented, but slightly different, but both of them are floral, not too overpowering. But if scents bother you, that could be a problem. A $1 primer versus a $8 primer. Probably not a lot of difference. This is going to have some more of that reflective stuff in it. So this is going out. This is coming in for the month of January. I hope my battery on my phone lasts through this thing because all right. So I picked this thing up and I made a mistake because I'm not very smart sometimes. So this is the Uma by Sharon C. I keep asking people how to say it, and everybody is confident, but they all tell me something different. So I'm like, now I'm even less sure than I was before. So this is the foundation. That's the Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting. I got this from Walmart. Riva 2132 is with us. Hi, Riva 2132. I had to check and make sure I said the numbers right because I thought maybe I didn't, but I did. So I got this at Walmart when it first came out. And when I first came out, I did not like it because it's separated all the time. I would use it. It would separate. But here's what I discovered with this. You need 2 pumps. If you use 1 pump, which I normally do because I don't do a lot, it will separate because it doesn't have enough to hold together. So you actually need to add a little bit more. Live Love Lena, the 93. That's a cute name. I like that. Welcome to our party. Riva says, love, how beautiful you are. Thank you. My husband thinks I'm beautiful too. I'll let him know you said that. I'm sure he'll be appreciative. Okay, so Sharon C. Flawless IRL. I got this in the wrong color, which is Fair Lady T2, because I somehow didn't see that they had different shades down here. I was looking for them here and I didn't see it. So I was like, well, I guess this one. So I need to get something darker. This is way too light for me. Maybe in the middle of winter, it'll be okay. But I did find that if you put 2 pumps of this on your face, or at least with me, that it works better than if I use only 1, because with 1 it separates and it's not a pretty sight, but with 2 it's actually really nice. So that's going out. I have liked that usually I use everything about half of the month because I alternate with my project pan basket. But I don't necessarily use everything. I use most of the face products, but not all of them. So I put this one back in. This is the Studio Makeup Tinted Moisturizer from, I think this just came out of my first boxy. This is, you know how I said you can't have too much moisture? I think I lied. I'm going to take a look at my complexion in just a second. It looks, it looks nice. It looks oily. Yeah, it is. Here's my thing with this. Let me take a look in my mirror. Bearing, I know how beautiful to see. My bearing is very beautiful. I don't know. The natural thing in you is beautiful. Okay, cool. That's nice. I appreciate it. I'm happily married, so I'll take the compliments though. All right, so of course it all came off around my nose. I don't have good lighting here, so let me try to get over here so I can use my everything here is gone, like gone. So the thing I have an issue with here is if I touch my face, it actually like just up and moves. Like if I put my nail against it, it's just like everything shifts. And I haven't had it on that long, but I feel like it will just break apart. Now, there's tons of smudging under my eyes right now for for my mascara, and I've got the Urban Decay Perversion. I don't know if that normally smudges with most people, but I wonder if that's partly because this particular base is so stinking emollient, like greasy emollient, that it's making that happen. So I'm going to put this in my monthly basket and hope that I can make it work. But I mean, I put so much powder on because I had to, and I still feel like my nose is just an absolute oil slick. Up here, it's glowy, but it's not super oily. It also feels more cakey. So it just doesn't mesh with the skin. You know what I mean? Like when something really becomes one with your skin. For example, Wet n Wild Tinted Moisturizer. Is that the one? Yeah, that's a tinted moisturizer that just becomes like part of your skin. Um, I know, Miss Charlie. I just ignore them. I just go on with life. Take the compliments, thanks, and then move on. Because what can you do? It's kind of like swatting at a fly. Just and somehow somebody told them that this works. Maybe it did work. Maybe it does work in some place. And it actually was funny. I was having that conversation with my husband because we were talking about a girl at the church that was like, I was telling her, she's like, oh, how did you guys meet and everything? And I was like, she's like, oh, I need to find a man like that. And he's like, oh, really? And then he's like thinking of all the people that he wants to marry her off to. And I was like, you can't do it like this. Like American women don't function on that level. Like in Haiti, I heard it described really well. Where and this is true, and I actually more agree with the non-American way than the way that I'm going to describe, which is not everywhere, but it does exist in Haiti, in Africa, and other places, and that is, and a lot of places in Asia. And it used to be that way in the United States, but we fall in love and get married in the United States. That's what we think of things because we watch all the Disney nonsense. In other parts of the country, other parts of the world, sorry, they get married to find love. So they create love. They get married and form love, and that's the idea. And they commit to that, and for that they don't lose it like we do. So because we fall in love, we are victims of our love. In other countries or other places in the world, they choose love, and they actually do it in a very calculated way, and a very, they decide this is the person that fits XYZ of, my list of needs and desires and all this kind of stuff. And so I will decide I'm going to make a life for them for the rest of our lives. And in many of these countries, divorce is not an option. Now, there are places that, there's abuse and things like that. And there's abuse of the system as well, where people, men or women or whatever, usually men, not always, but will, kind of take advantage of the other person and say, well, you're married to me, so I can do whatever I want. You still have to tolerate me, take care of me, and cook for me. Nuh-uh. Not American women. So, I don't necessarily like all of that, but I do. I mean, really, that's with my husband and I. We decided to love each other. It wasn't, I mean, he thought he was madly in love with me. But we barely knew each other when we got married. So we decided we're going to be in love. So it's been a process. Sometimes we're more in love than other times, but we know that we're committed to each other. And I would rather be with somebody who I know is committed to me than somebody who feels very passionately about me, but then might not feel passionately about me the next time. And then their whole commitment to me is based on that feeling. Doesn't work. Shanu and TJ Brown are here. Shanu 41 and TJ Brown. Netflix has a very interesting series about Indian culture and matchmaking, very educational. Yeah, there's a lot of that stuff. It was interesting because I was talking to an Indian guy today at church. He was married to a white American woman. He's been here for about 15 years, but I would be interested in talking to him about some of that matchmaking as well. But there are similar cultural things like that in other parts of the world, where it's not so much that it's arranged marriages, but it's that when you choose somebody, you choose them based on you don't choose them based on falling in love, because that's not a dependable, that's not reliable. And the fact that we teach children that it is reliable is really a mess, and we believe it. We believe we're going to fall in love and find the one. It doesn't exist. Does not exist. I'm telling you, it does not exist, because the people I fall in love with, they were not good choices. Falling in love with. So, but when you go in intentionally, um, then it makes more sense. Astrology, yeah, I know a lot of people do that. And I do think that there's a little bit of legitimacy to astrology. I'm not into astrology at all, but I do think that with personalities, there's certain things, like I'm definitely Sagittarius. I mean, I'm so Sagittarius, but I don't really care. Have a good evening, everyone. Catch you on the next live. All right, have a good one, and great to see you. And yeah, definitely catch you on the next one. That'll be Wednesday at 8. So I will be using the Nars and some other stuff, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Okay. See, we talk about everything here. We literally, what have we talked about so far? We talk about so much, and we solve so many of the world's problems. That's the great thing about my lives, is that you don't just learn about makeup and you don't just talk about makeup, but we learn about the whole world and how to just resolve the whole world's issues. Yeah, you got to use your head, not your heart. Absolutely. And I mean, there has to be some chemistry and some attraction, but you can fall in love with just about anyone. You really can, if you are going into it with that idea. Also, physical, almost zero importance. Almost zero. Not entirely, though. I mean, because there's stuff. There's stuff. Okay. We'll just leave it there. Powders. So I've been using the Maybelline Fit Me. Finally picked this up. Used it for the first time. I really like it. I liked this over this because this is a little bit, this has a little bit of a tint, and this one is so light. You see how light that is on me, right? Even though I don't have much tan now, but coming back from Dominican Republic, that's gonna be really. So it was funny because looking at pictures of me when I was in the Caribbean, I was like, oh my goodness, I was so much darker, but I thought I was so pale because I was surrounded by dark people all the time. So I always felt like I was so pale. I was like, I need a tan. And now I look at those pictures and I was like, I was really tan. But this is actually a really nice powder, and I don't get any cakiness at all. It sets everything really nicely and mattifies nicely. I don't have any complaints on it. It does not blur as well as this. This is my powder. Man, this is my girl. If a powder was a BFF, look at the Christmas tree lights reflecting in that. Isn't that pretty? If you come back pale, I'm going to be like, exactly. You're going to be like, you spent all the time in the hotel, didn't you? That's not going to happen though, because hubby he's got people to see. We've got friends down there. We're not going there just to like have a getaway. We have friends. We're going to visit people. So that's where we were living for a year. So we've got a lot of people we're excited to see. It's hard to find love right now. You're right, but it's also not if you look in the right place. I am a big believer in international love. I have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of it, and I'm a big believer in it. Because I find that most people who are serious about dating in the United States, not dating, most serious about getting into a relationship, marriage, because that's where I believe relationships are supposed to go. But I'm old-fashioned, so I'm not telling you what you think. I'm just telling you what I think. You are going to find a better compatibility internationally than you will here. American women are so independent and we're so afraid of losing our independence, that for American men, that can be like a real friction area. And not all. I mean, there's a lot of different cultures, but I find that that's like a kind of an area of friction. So I find that, but not necessarily either. The thing is, other cultures. So a woman like me, who's a fairly strong, independent woman. I'm going to go back and read these real quick because I don't want to miss. Colors Life says, I feel bad for the teenagers now because of COVID and how they don't get to socialize that much. Maybe finding a marriage mate. You know what? And it's not even just COVID. It's social media. Social media has made And Disney has completely made the whole idea of finding somebody. We're so messed up. Kids don't know anything about dating. First of all, dating itself is just such a mess. I'm back. I believe in arranged marriages. I think we should get back to arranged marriages. I think that once the kid gets to this adult level, that we should just be like, all right. So men who are interested in my daughter's son, women that are interested in my son, whatever it is, send me your application, a mugshot, three different views, a full body and a close up, an interview video. I need to make sure that you can actually speak. I need your background check. I need your credit score, and I need your grades from your whatever your last education was. And I need a letter of, like 4 or 5 references from people that will attest to you. I mean, we need to get back to that sort of thing, because that's what people used to do. Is they used to interview the families and say, are they actually compatible? And parents used to sit, because parents know their kids. They do. Parents used to sit down with them and be like, okay, what do you think about this? Is this a good idea? And that's where the idea of a blessing wasn't just, I'm going to get dad's blessing because, it's the patriarchy. It was actually because I value the opinion of the parents. Yeah. Okay. And Miss Charlie said, before we moved, we lived on a college community with mostly international students. Hubby learned a lot from the Indian students about their culture and dating and such. They are such nice people. Yeah. This guy we were talking to today, he was just a sweetheart. I do believe in long distance relationships if there's a resolution to it. I've had long distance relationships. If you need to do it. But then don't sit on it. That's the thing, is you can't sit on a long distance relationship. You got to move. If you don't move, it's going to die. It has to be, okay, we're going to be long distance for the next 6 months. After that, we're getting married, or one of us is moving, or something like that. You can't go much longer than that. Saying like a year, 2, 3, 4, nah, that's not going to work. Somebody's going to cheat. It's going to happen. Don't say I didn't tell you. Okay. Just saying. Yeah, it's a lot because it's coming out of my mouth and I go a mile a minute. But hey, I believe in relationships. I believe in marriage. I believe in commitment. I believe in a man and a woman coming together for the rest of their life in the eyes of God. Don't hate on me. You can believe whatever you want. I'm still going to love you. That's not going to make any difference. I'm going to disagree with you, but I'm going to still love you, and we're fine with that. You cheat on your significant other, we're going to have issues, because fidelity is really important to me. Honesty, integrity is really important to me. All right. Are we done? Did I get through the end of all of those messages? I think I did. Number 7. This is amazing. This is it. This is it. So if I had a boo in the form of a powder, this would be it. This is my boo. This powder is my boo. I love this stuff. It is so perfect and blurring. And in fact, I think it's what actually saved this mess of a foundation. I'm going to keep using this. Why? Because I'm a glutton for punishment. But also because I want to use it on. And I want to see if I can see this one. I figured out how to make it work. And I think that because people kept saying it was so good, and I'm like, why is it not working for me? And I realized other people are using a lot more than I am. So I decided to try it, and that worked. So there might be something with this that's going to work, and then it's going to make sense. So I'm going to try some different processes with this and see. Maybe, you know what I should try? I should try that foundation over the powder thing and see if that works with this one. I'll do that one of these days when I'm here by myself, so I don't have to go out with some mistake of a makeup job on my face. All right, guys, what's next? Let's look at face complexion products. We just were looking at face complexion products. Okay, so here's what I've got in here for bronzers. I actually put this one in that I just got because this compact, this is number 7. Number 7, phenomenal complexion products. Phenomenal, especially if you have slightly aging skin or aging skin. But I mean, my skin or more aging, gorgeous, This is like, yeah, exactly. Number 7. It is so good. This is the most beautiful blurring. I put it on. I literally put it on my skin and went, it looks like a filter. Stunning. A lot of Walgreens carry this. Otherwise, if you go to number 7's site, I think you can get 20% off on your first order if you give them your email and all that kind of jazz. Absolutely recommend this. I do not have the loose powder yet, but I've heard that one's really great too, and I will try that one at some point. Okay, so bronzers. I've got this little trio. This is the Hydrating Complexion. Why did I say it that way? Complexion Trio from Alamar. This is, I guess that has hyaluronic acid in it. Is that why it's hydrating? I think so. So it has this kind of light one here, but that's actually kind of nice for correcting too if you get something that's too light of a base product. So that's what I did is kind of use this a little bit as contour, and then use this more for like general bronzing to kind of warm things up. And then there's a highlight in here. You guys probably know this compact already. Compact? This trio. Why did I call it a compact? Somebody said compact. Wonder why Ulta stopped carrying number 7. Yes, W7. I don't know. I probably contracts. You know, maybe somebody made somebody mad. I don't know. Marriage relationship. Somebody marries somebody else's daughter, or they agreed to marry her and didn't give enough cows. I don't know. What about the day when we used to give goats and cows to marry people? How I would buy your daughter for 16 cows. Oh, fun times. So this one is the other that I had in here. I've only used it a couple times. 3, maybe 2, maybe. It's okay. It doesn't. It was highly recommended, so I picked it up, and that's what I've been doing is just like asking people, what do you love? So this was recommended from Ulta, and so I grabbed it as a Essence product. So it's the Essence Matte Bronzing Powder Sun Club in the color number 2 Sunny. Some places still do. Yeah, you're right. Some places still do the giving a dowry for it. In fact, we still do. We just put it all into the wedding, which then you're still paying off after the divorce, which is sad. Don't spend your money on a wedding. People, why do you? Oh my goodness, why do people spend $20,000 and more, 50, 60, $100,000 on a wedding? It's one. People. No, that's stupid. Okay. That's okay. You didn't ask me, but I gave my opinion anyhow, because that's what we do. It's a nice bronzer. I need to use it some more. I was thinking of bringing this to Dominican Republic, and then I was like, nah, that's just way too much bronzer. I don't know which one I'll bring down there, though, because I do need to bring one. Actually, I got a little bronzer from somebody. Did I put it aside, or did I? I need to find it. I got it from one of my recent boxes, I believe. I might have been from Ipsy Glam Bag. I have to look back and see, because I think there was a bronzer in there. What do you think parents would ask for now during the pandemic? Target carries number 7. Yes, Target does carry number 7, and Walgreens. So you can get number 7 there. What would they ask for during the pandemic? My guess is maybe Bitcoin. How much Bitcoin is your daughter worth? I don't know. Bitcoin, or what else? What else would they ask for? Yeah, I'm going with Bitcoin. That's what I would ask. You want to marry my daughter? Paper towels, toilet paper, toilet paper. That's right. No, yeah, toilet paper. Maybe like, I don't know, like I'm thinking of the people that, what do they call, the preppers that have like like all the canned goods and stuff, and they can live for like 10 years underground and all that kind of stuff. It's not a bad thought, because this world is going to hell, literally. May as well be prepared. You know, I'm a fan. I'm not scared of it. I know eventually everything's gonna blow up and we're all gonna, you know, World War III is coming, and you know, it's a bunch of messed up people in this world. When you have a bunch of messed up people do messed up things, and we're eventually gonna blow each other up and just destroy the whole planet. That's okay, you know. I mean, it's not okay, but it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. So, you know, we love as many people as we can in the meantime. And we talk about makeup and have fun. Facts. You're right. Facts. Okay, let's look at. I'm going to go through all of my like complexion color products, and then I'll go through the other side. And meaning I'm going to show you the ones I'm taking out, and then I'll show you the ones for December, and then I'll show you the ones that are coming in for January. So I use this. This is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in Caribbean. Speaking of going to the Caribbean, this is probably one of the brighter ones that they have. And it really is pigmented. I used it for my niece's wedding, and not everybody, but people were like, you must have just come in from outside. Your cheeks are really rosy. And I hadn't come in from outside, but actually I really like how it photographed. And it did actually look like a natural, because it was cold that day. Because, you know, I live in the tundra. Because I'm an idiot that moved from the Caribbean to the tundra. We were sitting there talking about, like, why do we move from the warm places and end up in Minnesota? Whining like a baby, because that's what I do. But yeah, this is very nicely pigmented, and it really holds everything that you set on top of it. So I put down the base, I'll put this down, and then I'll just put powder blush right over the top of it, and that will just last forever. It's pretty nice. It's more pigmented than I would need, so I think I might pick up one that is a little less pigmented, but I do like it. The less pigmented one would be one that I would use more often. And then I use this powder blush, which is Patrick Ta. I got this from Boxy. You see my kitchen? You see my webcam? There's the bananas on top of the microwave and the pineapple that I'm going to juice later. Yeah, so here's a Patrick Ta blush in the color She's Seductive. It's a nice blush. It blends out nicely. The color is beautiful. This is a great color for this time of year. Oh, let me open this again. It's got kind of a little bit of a like a rosy, cool tone, but also kind of spicy. So yeah, I just think it's a really nice. It doesn't lean any one direction too much. So I really like that. Nice little $12. I think I picked it up for $12 in Boxy. Okay, so here's what's coming in from. Yeah, here's what's coming in. I decided to go a little different direction. I was looking for that bronzer single, and if and when I find it, I don't know where I put it. Did I put it in a giveaway stash? Possibly. Let's see if I did that. I don't think I did, because I think I was going to use it because I was curious. But I also might be crazy because, you know, stranger things have happened. All right, this is the Blush One palette from Profusion. This is a nice palette. This is solid. I would be interested in getting the blush too. There's some shimmer to a couple of these, but it's not an overwhelming amount. There's also a little bit of warmth here, so you can use this as a bronzer if you should so feel inclined. This one and this one. This one has more shimmer. This one does not. This is actually, the top one has a little bit, it's more peachy than you would think. But kind of blending those together actually makes a pretty decent little bronzer on the blushy side. The rest of them are more on the pink side, but they're really nice. These look like they're the same color. They're not. In person, they're not, but on the screen, they kind of look the same color. And that's $5 for 6 blushes. That's at Walmart. Go pick that up at Walmart. So that'll be going in there. I clearly have used this. This packaging, of course, doesn't stay pretty, but who cares? We're not in it for the packaging. Speaking of beautiful packaging, though, I mean, I wasn't speaking about beautiful packaging. I was speaking of unbeautiful packaging. This is so cute. I love that artwork. So Juvia's Place, the Heroin Glow one by Juvia's Place. This highlighter is stunning, but it is dark for those of us that are pasty. Yeah, there we go. You see how golden that is? It's gorgeous. So I'm using it as like basically a bronzer topper-ish sort of thing. Over these kind of blushy things. So it kind of gives a little bit of bronziness without being too much anything. But yeah, if I find that other bronzer, I'll throw that in there. Or I might throw another one in. I don't know. And then I've got this highlighter, which is really icy. So you can put this over the top of this, and it actually makes a pretty nice combination. This is the e.l.f. White Gold highlighter. Clearly hasn't been used much, but it has a really nice kind of platinum champagne sort of, not overly anything. You can't even see it there, but it's there. Okay, there we go. There's the highlight. Shadow topper also. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is really beautiful on the eyes. Inner corner highlight, whatever. And I like to have a little bit of glowiness in the wintertime, just because, you can tend to feel so pasty pale and whatnot. So having a little bit of that extra golden glow, I think is really nice. Okay, so let's go to eye primer. The one that is moving on up to the east side. Oh, I didn't do my concealer, but that's okay. We'll do that. The Abh Eye Primer. I think this one came from Ipsy Glam Bag. And it's nice. It's fine. You don't need to use a whole lot. It's teeny tiny little thing, but it'll still last probably another 20 uses because you don't need to use a lot. So that'll be around for a while. And then this one I just used today. Let's me take a look. I don't usually have a problem as long as I set everything well. Most primers are pretty. Ooh, we got some creasing, so I'm gonna have to see. And it's creasing on both sides. So I don't know if that's this primer or not. This was the first time I used it, so we shall see. I'll try this a little bit and see if this becomes a problem. But this is the M2U NYC Eye Primer. I think I got this from Ipsy. I feel like I got this from one of the boxes that they replaced the one that they didn't send me, which they later sent me. And I ended up getting like 5 boxes for the price of one, even though a bunch of them were duplicates, because apparently Ipsy can't communicate with themselves. But at least there's an error in my favor, and ultimately. Yeah, so this might just be a little bit too emollient to hold things down, because I do have quite a bit of creasing right now, which I usually don't have. We'll try this, see how it works. It might be a thumbs down. It might not be a thumbs down. It might be a thumbs up. It could just be a glitch today, or it could be any number of reasons. I'm using the Ace Beauté Eye Primer in my January project pan. Used it yesterday. It worked well. That's what Miss Charlie said. I have not used the Ace Beauté Eye Primer. I've used quite a range, and most of them I'm pretty happy with. Subscription boxes. Can't talk. The 2 that I'm still a believer in. Walmart box. You can't go. It's just such a good box. It's so good. It's $7. And you get at least one thing in there that you would pay $7 for every time. It's just good. The last time I got the NYX NYX, why did I say NYX as if that's a thing? NYX mascara that I've really been loving. That was actually their special box. That was $10, and that NYX mascara was, I think it's $11, and I would have bought it. That's a good mascara. Also, I got the cute little candle, which is right here, the wood wick, which smells oh so delightful. I got this in there, which is also like $11. So totally worth it. Walmart beauty box, sign up for them. I so wish they had a code for me, because I send everybody over to them. I make them so much money. They should think of me. Walmart, think of me, think of me fondly. Anyway, little Andrew Lloyd Webber there. Boxy Charm. Yeah. Oh, Scentbird. I used to use Scentbird before I went to Haiti and had all the little vials and stuff, and I used them all up, or they went bad or dried out because I didn't use them in time. Yeah, the Walmart box is fantastic. Scentbird I do like because I love perfume, and that's a great way to try them out. And I've got so much perfume that much will last me forever. As long as you seal them well, because they can dry out those little sprays, whatever they're called. And Ipsy Glam Bag Plus is the one I prefer because you get to choose 3. That's the one that I liked. I do have right now Ipsy Glam Bag Plus and apparently the regular Ipsy because they're like, oh, we'll send you a free one. And I said, sure, because I'm a sucker. And then they just signed me up for them after that. So apparently, whatever. I might cancel it again. I don't know. It's $12. Whatever. I mean, it's not like I'm not made of money. I just ooze money out of my pores. Okay, let's look at concealers. So this concealer is the one that I had. This is more of a brightener corrector. Yeah, this is a flawless brightening concealer from e.l.f. Okay, it is concealer. I know you can't see that. It's that funny little brush thing, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. It's okay. It's kind of a nice color corrector. It doesn't give a lot of coverage or anything, but it's all right. This is what I'm switching it out for. The big girl Huda. I think this came in the Huda Ipsy Glam Bag X. I do like that, but I didn't like this last one. This last one was kind of pathetic. The perfume one sounds appealing. Yeah. I do recommend Scentbird. Scentbird is good if you're just trying to get familiar with perfume because you get a nice, it's like 7 ml vial every month for like $15. Yeah, and it's a good deal, I think. So I used this concealer today. It is dark for me, but why is my phone buzzing? Maybe because it's going to run low on battery. If it disappears all of a sudden, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because it wasn't, I didn't have a ton of battery in there, but I don't see what the battery is right now. I love Scentbird. I've been doing it for years. 30-day supply for less than $20 a month, and you get to try some great high-end scents. Yeah, that's what I like about it, is you can try the scents, and you're not getting those little, like, 1 ml samples that are just, kind of pathetic. Plus, a lot of those 1 ml samples actually cost almost as much as the Scentbird monthly. Makeup items and candles. When I was with them, they didn't really have much other than the perfume, but the perfume was all I was into. I wasn't into makeup at all at that point. All right, Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer. I like it. It has good coverage, but it's dark for me. So it's not going to lighten anything, but that's okay. It's basically the color of my skin. So it's kind of like a base, whatever. Eyebrows. Let's look at eyebrows. I have 2 eyebrow products coming out. And so the Brow Obsessive Wet n Wild is this little guy. There we go. That's what it looks like. And I'll open it up. The brush is pretty similar to the e.l.f. Wow Brow, which I'm going to show you in just a second here. But this does not hold as well as the e.l.f. But it's decent. It's not really going to hold, but if you just need to throw something on your brows and brush them down, it's pretty decent. And it's kind of like using mascara on your brows, which I've done. Denise Zadarin is with us. Hi, Denise. I think that's Denise. Welcome to our party. I got a new one from Skylar called Fall Cashmere. Skylar, what is Skylar? I don't know that brand. OMG, it smells so freaking good. I have the new Dolce & Gabbana, and that smells great. What is the Dolce & Gabbana? I haven't actually tried. Okay, I sprayed one of the Good Girl scents on me, the stiletto, when I was in Sephora today, and I sprayed What was the other one? I forgot, but I sprayed a couple today that I actually quite liked. Oh, it was a Nest. The other one was a Nest one. One of the newer ones I hadn't smelled before, but I really liked. It was Orchid. No, the Orchid is the purple one that I like, that I really love. But they didn't have that one. Strangely, I thought that was a cult favorite, but whatever. It was the one in. It was the Ulta in Kohl's too, so they might not have had everything. Um, Dina Soul International is with us. Welcome to our partay. We are partaying. You are welcome to partay with us. All right, so Brow Obsessive from Wet n Wild. It's fine. It's okay. It is not as good as e.l.f. It's better than the Maybelline Tattoo Brow, though, that I'm still dealing with. In fact, I was thinking of squeezing that out and sticking it in here because I think this brush might work better for that one. But I also might just see if this brush will go onto it. What do you think? I have lots of Nests. Those are my fave. My signature scent is Midnight Fleur. Exactly. That's the one I was thinking of. That's the one that's orchids, right? Yes, I love Midnight Fleur, but there is a dupe for it. Hold on. Wait. What is it? What's it called? Oh, man. Uh, Club de Nuit from Armaf. There's a dupe for it. It's like 20 bucks. Go get it. Wait, is that one it? Or is it the other one? Anyway, it's an Armaf, ARMAF scent. And it's like $20. There's one that's a dupe for, oh, what is it? There's like a rose one that, oh, no, Club de Nuit is the rose one. The rose and patchouli, oh my goodness. That's still in Haiti. I need to see if they can get that over to me because I need to grab a couple of these scents and see if they're still good. I think one of my students is going to bring stuff to the border, and we're going to drive up to the border and try to get books and things like that we had to leave behind in Haiti when we took off. When we ran for our lives. Actually, not completely false. That's actually pretty close to what happened. But yeah, sounds more traumatic than it was at the time. I wasn't traumatized, but as I look back, I'm like, yeah, it was kind of an adventure, wasn't it? But yeah, Midnight Fleur is beautiful. It's not Club de Nuit. It's another one that is from Armaf. ARMAF is the brand, and they do fantastic. I'm going to open this up with my teeth because I don't want to use my nails. Okay, here's the other product that's in there. This is nice. This is a little bite-sized brow from e.l.f. All right, so you have a wax. You have a colored wax, a clear wax, a colored wax, and 2 powders. I've been using this one. I'm mostly using this one. I don't like the fact there's not much in here, but I have a new e.l.f. order coming in. Even though they decided to send it from Ohio, it's coming to Minnesota, right? We'll send it from Ohio to Florida first, and then we'll send it back to Minnesota. I'm not mad because I know those guys are working crazy over the holidays, so it's just funny to me. Yeah, I haven't really used this one. This one's a little bit warm for me. This one's a little bit better for me. And then I really like this wax. This one, when I use it, because I just use it with a spoolie. And when I use it, it can get, I'll just show you. I just kind of put the spoolie in here. And then I can end up with a little smudging on my skin. So I have to be careful about that. So that's why I like the clear, because it doesn't smudge on the skin. I mean, that should be you should know that, right? So I prefer to use this and get it where I want it to be and then keep it in place with this, or vice versa. I'll usually put the wax on first and then put the powder in and then do any cleaning that I need to do. And then I like to clean this just like by sliding my fingers up it. This is just the one that came with the e.l.f. 12-piece set that I got on sale during Black Friday sale. One of the Black Friday sales that I went into. Good product. Recommended. Okay, so what is coming in for brows? More e.l.f. So this is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. This is a good basic pencil. I know they have a thinner one. This is the thicker one. I'll hold it up there so you can kind of see how thick it is. I bought a set of Nest from Hot Look, set of 6. I have not gotten into Hot Look. I've seen some of their stuff, but Yeah. This is pretty waxy, and it doesn't come out right away. So that's a little bit of pressure. That's what you get. If I just kind of, you know, lightly put it on, that's what you get, which is exactly what I want because I don't want it to be too much. It is a little bit more gray maybe than I would like, but it looks pretty good. But that's coming in. Keep in mind, most of what I'm showing that I'm bringing in, I have on my face today. And then I'm also doing another e.l.f. And this is the one that is a go-to. Um, this does not compare. All right. And also, what was the other one that the Essence one that I got in my project pan? Not even close. That one's closer to the Wet n Wild. This one is solid. Let me take a look at my brows to see if I'm lying to you, because I could lie to you just like I thought I was lying, or I thought I was telling you, oh, I'm not lying. These brows are really nicely in place. They're not perfectly, but considering how unruly my brows normally are, I'm looking at my creasy lids again. But my brows are usually pretty unruly. Plus, wearing glasses and everything kind of messes with them. And this really has them fluffed and nice. This is a really good brow gel, and it's like what, $3 or something like that. I don't know. I know you guys. Go for this. This is the Wow Brow. Wow Brow. I don't know. That was like wow wow. That's what it sounded like to me. All right, so I've got some one and dones in here that I'm not going to really go through because I'll show you these ones, but I'm not adding anything right now because I haven't decided what I want to add. I'll add something probably. Maybe I will. We'll see if I have time. Time? What am I doing? I can do whatever I want. Okay, let's take out the mascaras. I have tons of mascaras. I just did a post showing you the umpteen mascaras. I've got Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. This guy right here. This is a nice, solid mascara. It's not anything blowing my mind, but it's a nice, solid. It gives nice length. It gives like nice fullness. It's a good, solid mascara. You can get several others that are going to perform similarly to this. I do not get smudging on this. That's good. This is the other one, CoverGirl Exhibitionist Stretch and Strengthen Mascara. Looks like this. This is a new one from CoverGirl. It's a new Exhibitionist, because there's a regular Exhibitionist and then there's a Stretch and Strengthen. This is a nice mascara. I would say this is slightly better than this one, but neither one of them smudge on me that I noticed, and I used them like 7 times each, right? Approximately this month. And so we got a decent familiarity with both of them. Yeah, I like this one. Just not talking about price or anything, because I'm not thinking about that. Because I'm just made of money. I use money, right? So this is a little bit better than this one. But both decent mascaras that I don't have a lot of problem with smudging. This is not going to give you like phenomenal, outstanding lashes. This will be slightly more impactful, but neither one of them is super, super in your face. But, they're on your face, but not in your face. See what I did there? Okay, this is what I'm replacing them with. I literally reached into my mascara basket and pulled these two out. That's how I chose. Out of the basket that I haven't used a lot recently. Uma by Sharon C. This is the Walmart version. So they have 2 brands. They have the higher end brand. That's the Uma that I did the Coming to America palette in our Wednesday. Such a beautiful palette. Our Wednesday live stream. This one is the by Sharon C, which is the lower priced one. This has gotten a lot of rave reviews. I haven't noticed that this is a fantastic mascara, but I've only used it a couple times. So I will be using this, and I will let you know if my opinion changes. It's called Batter Boom. Batter Boom. Oops, you can't see it. Gotta turn it away from the light. Okay. So that one will be going into the basket for this month. And then Urban Decay Perversion, bigger, blacker, badder. So that's what this looks like. Here's the wand. It's solid, whatever. So nothing special about the wand. I will be using these two. I will be getting back to you and letting you know what I think. I like doing the comparison, but I also like putting two into my monthly basket so that I can kind of alternate, work back and forth, and see how they go. And then I'll also do some comparisons with these and other ones that I have. Okay. And then the last thing that I have right in front of me are lip liners. So I've got the two that are coming out. Juvia's Place. Love, 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 love. Okay. You got it? I love these. In case you didn't catch that the first 35 times I said it. I've got Scorpio and Love Me. Love me, say what you love me. So these are great, beautiful, wear beautifully, apply beautifully, just enough stain power without being like hard and tacky or whatever. I mean, not that I would mind if they were tacky, but which the Pillow Talk Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk is a little bit on the tacky side, but these wear beautifully. They're just consistent. It's a nice combination of them, because you can put either one of these on and then kind of change the color with whatever you put on top. So I do like those, but I would maybe get a brown one too. Oh, hey, let's be honest. I would like to get all of these because they're so good. Here's what I will be replacing with them. Try With Me DC is with us. Hi, welcome to our party. We are having a party and you are welcome to join. So thank you for joining. Essence. These are two Essence liners. This is Stay 8-Hour Lip Liner, waterproof. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's waterproof. In Tea Time. I kind of randomly just picked these up and I was like, sure, these two. Which is kind of a mauve-y, cool tone sort of thing. And then Essence Soft Contouring. Most of this is rubbed off, so I don't even know what it is. The color is rubbed off also. Hold on. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Melt Your Heart. Okay. So this one is a sharpenable one. This is definitely harder. But it is a sharpenable one. Can you see that? I can't see if you can see that because I don't have my glasses on. Much more red. And then this is, of course, the cool tone mauve. And this one is supposed to be waterproof and this one is not. So those are going in. We'll see if I like them as much as I like the Juvia's Place. I hadn't been much into lip liners, and then I realized I don't draw straight lines as well as I thought I used to. I don't know if I actually used to, but I don't draw straight lines as well. I'm going to take a look over here and see what I've got for replacements here for my one and done eye thingerbobbers. I'm going to reach into my I'm going to reach into my pile of stuff that I haven't really used much of and see. There we go. Let's get that one. That'll be fun. Okay. I'm going to try to replace with somewhat like items. And then maybe I'll grab a couple of older ones too. To see. Oh, should I use that? Yeah, I should. Ugh. Everybody needs some purple glitter in their life. Oh, maybe that's what they need to get into, actually. Okay. I know you guys are like, what in the world is this woman doing? That's a very good question. I wish I could answer that for you. I'm still kind of looking for that bronzer that I know I have sitting here somewhere. I almost don't know where it is. That's not it, is it? Ooh, maybe I found it. This is it. This is it. Oh, that's what it is. It's the Nars bronzer. That's what I'm going to use. This is what I'm going to bring to Dominican Republic with me, and I'm going to throw this in my basket for the month too. This is the Laguna Nars bronzer. There you go, Laguna Nars bronzer. It's a teeny tiny little baby that I got from Sephora for my birthday. Aw, it's so cute. So we'll throw that in the basket as well. Okay, now I've got some one and done eye, guys. This liner is coming out. AOA Studio. This is a solid black liner. It is super black, has kind of a satin finish. It's not completely matte when it dries down, but it is a beautiful, uh, you know, pigmented. That's the word. I'm like, pigmented black liner that just does a great job, and it's $1. I don't really like it in this little, like uh, ink well sort of thing, but whatever. I'm going to switch it out for this guy, Il Maquillage. One of the things that you learn or that you find when you get subscription boxes, there's a whole lot of black liners out there. So this is one sitting in my drawer. Gotta use it. That's the one on the bottom. Any difference? I don't see much difference. Yeah, they dry down pretty much exactly the same. Il Maquillage versus this. All right, my battery just said I got 15%, so I'm going to have to zoom through this, let you know what's going on. Okay, so this is the other liner that I put in there. I'm not going to replace this with anything that's a colored liner. It is from Revlon, and it is the Chrome Ink. It's pretty. It's cute. It's like a kind of liner and shadow stick in one, and it's purple. I just need to use it more. I used it once or twice, not that much. I'm taking these little stars out. They were so fun for New Year's, but I'll just put them over here so that I can reach for them when I feel like it. I have some purple ones too somewhere. So I will be taking this guy out. This is a ColourPop, the Disney collection. A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes, Cinderella. That guy. I'm going quickly here, guys, because I don't want my battery to die. Nice highlight and just an icy blue, which I thought was really great for the wintry months. But that'll go away for now. And it'll come out again another day to play. I put this in the Naked Cosmetics Sierra Nevada loose pigment. I didn't use it. I also didn't use this AOA Studio Wonder Baked Eyeshadow. It's nice to see what I use and don't use too, because that tells me what I should just not ever order again. But this is actually a nice little kind of one and done, but I just didn't use it. I feel like this would actually kind of be a nice blush topper. Maybe? I don't know. And then the last thing over here is e.l.f. This is the glittery, shiny blue. I did use this a couple times. I love it. I think it's beautiful, wonderful. I need to use them more. I do have one I'm adding in. So here's what I'm adding for my one and dones. Let's see if I can beat my battery. Sana is with us. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. Prism Cream Eyeshadow. I have not used this one at all. It comes out looking like that. Let me tap this out because I haven't really played with this color at all. And I'm curious how this is compared to the P. Louise stuff that I just got. So I'm like, oh, let's just try it and see. I might try this as a base and see if I can use this. Kind of like the same way I would use P. Louise. That's what it looks like tapped out. That's just tapped. That's not blended at all or whatever it's supposed to be. There, I just rubbed it a little bit and blended it. That's not bad. So I'll see if I can use that kind of as a base, and then I might use it as a liner or something like that too. It does look a little chunky, but that could also be just the texture of my skin. So I will be trying this a little bit and seeing how that works. I will be adding this one, which is a Tinkerbell Super Shock. And this is the one that's like a pretty I should just bring this to Dominican Republic and just slap that on my eyeballs every day. Although I don't think it would stay. Oh, where's, like, you can't see it. It's a really pretty pale pink. It's just so pretty. So pretty. So yeah, hopefully I'll get some good use out of that. At least a couple times. It would be nice. I just don't use singles that much. That's why I don't buy them, because I don't use it. This is one that came from Glam Shop Poland when I got the purple, their whole purple set. So this is a loose pigment that's purple. It's actually glitter. And it's just, yeah, super light and flaky and whatnot. I'll see how I can use that. I just got the set because it was like the same price for the set as it was to buy them individually. I mean, I basically got this free because I ordered the palette and the liner, and then it would have been the same price basically. So I'll try that and see how it is. And then the other one that I'm going to throw in here is this e.l.f. Gold. Maybe I should save this one for Mardi Gras. Isn't that February, right? This is a Mardi Gras gold. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. February gold. I don't know. I might save that one and switch that out. We'll see. I might decide to do something different. Anyway, that's what I've got. This week, I will, I think, be using the new e.l.f. Bite Size palettes, because I should hopefully have those in the next couple of days. That will be on Wednesday. I will be using the Nars, and I'll be also doing a full-ish face of e.l.f. But I will be using this Nars because I can. And I don't think I have any e.l.f. complexion products coming in that anyhow, but there will be an e.l.f. haul. That's it, because that's the end of my battery. So I got to let you guys go. I was thrilled and happy and elated to have you guys with me. And I will see you in the next one, which will be Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, if my husband doesn't decide to go shopping again. No, he shouldn't. All right. That's it. Have a great 2022.